to 9 Lives of Fear. The city slept under a warm, intimate night, the kind that presses close, the kind you bow to before you breathe. Curiosity walked beside us, small and harmless at first, a spark waiting for the wrong moment to ignite. It was an ordinary night, until a single speck of dust caught the light. A tiny shimmer, a warning we didn't understand until much later. We reached for it, and the world shifted. The air thickened, space bent, reality pushed back, reminding us that some doors aren't meant to open. That was the beginning, the night the bottle chose us and led us somewhere we were never meant to go.
The cold inside me hasn't melted away. Not weather, not nerves. Something deeper, something that slipped in and decided to stay. That summer, graduation felt like a victory lap. We were untouchable, invincible. So when Jake told us about the Carter house, the mansion where a family vanished in the 1940s, it sounded like a dare we couldn't resist. We reached it right after midnight. The trees leaned in around us like they were listening. The porch groaned under our weight. Inside, the air felt thick with dust and rot, and something metallic that made my gut twist. Moonlight came in through broken boards and drew pale lines on the floor. Furniture lay under sheets, like ghosts waiting for permission to rise.
Jake grinned. Perfect. The house sighed as we stepped inside. Our flashlights made jagged shadows dance across the walls. Tyler lifted a loose board and a hidden compartment. Inside it waited a bottle, deep green, glossy, carved with sigils that shimmered as if they were breathing. Jake picked it up. The temperature dropped in an instant. My breath curled into mist. Emily took a step back, eyes wide. "It's just superstition," Jake said, but his voice gave him away. He set it on the dining table. Moonlight fell across it, and the sigils rearranged themselves into new patterns. "Spin it!" I didn't want to, but he spun it anyway. The bottle clicked across the wood and came to a stop, pointing at Tyler. A thought flashed into my mind, sharp and unwelcome. Confess. Tyler swallowed hard. I have your pocket knife, Jake, from when we were kids. I never gave it back.
The bottle spun again. Emily. "I'm afraid of being alone," she said it softly. "I pretend I'm not, but I am. All the time." Jake spun it again. Jake. His jaw tightened. "I saw something in this house when I was 12. I never told anyone. I thought it followed me home." The bottle spun once more and pointed at me. My throat closed. "I have dreams about dying," I whispered. "Not suicidal, just like something is waiting for me." The room grew colder. Shadows twisted across the walls like they were waking up. Then the bottle spun on its own, fast, violent, alive. "Enough!" Jake shouted, reaching for it. The moment his hand touched the glass, he screamed. A welt burned into his palm, red, blistered, shaped like one of the sigils. We ran, but the cold followed, and it never left. Jake sees symbols everywhere now, in reflections, in shadows, in his dreams. Emily's spark is gone, snuffed out like a candle. Tyler speaks in strange, broken phrases, words he shouldn't know. And me? I write. I document. I try to understand. Because the truth is simple. We didn't play the game. The game played us. And the bottle isn't finished. If you ever find an object marked with symbols that feel like they're watching you, if the room drops in temperature the moment you touch it, if something inside you whispers, play, walk away. Some games don't end. Some games wait. Some games follow you home.
bottle that night, deep in the Carter house, in a corner even the shadows seem to avoid. But silence doesn't mean safety. Not with this. It lingers behind our eyes when we try to sleep. It breathes with us in the dark. It waits. Whatever the bottle awakened is older than memory, older than the house, older than us. A hunger disguised as a game. A game that chooses the restless, the curious, the ones who think they're untouchable. Jake reads symbols that weren't there before. Emily drifts through her days like something is pulling her from the inside. Tyler sees things none of us can. And I witness it all. There is no final page, no last turn, no winning move. Only the game. Watching, waiting, listening for the next spark of curiosity, the next hand reaching where it shouldn't. If you ever stumble across something ancient, something carved, something cold, don't touch it. Because once the game wakes, it doesn't sleep again. And once it chooses you, it never lets go.
You've survived another tale from 9 lives of fear, but don't get comfortable. If the shadows whispered to you tonight, hit like before they whisper again. Share this video with someone who thinks they're brave. Let's see how long their courage lasts. And subscribe, because around here, every click feeds the darkness, and the darkness remembers. Where the shadows linger long after the story ends. Stay scared.